Namaskar. Ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you to this special press briefing by Foreign Secretary of India, Shri Vikram Mishri, on the ongoing state visit of the Prime Minister of Mauritius to India. आप सभी का इस प्रेस वार्ता में स्वागत है। हमारे साथ भारत के विदेश सचिव श्री विक्रम मिश्री हैं, जो आप सबको इस राजकीय यात्रा, माननीय मॉरिशस के प्रधानमंत्री की राजकीय यात्रा के बारे में जानकारी देंगे। We have with us also the dais, Additional Secretary, IOR region in the Ministry of External Affairs, Shri Puneet Agarwal, as also our High Commissioner to Mauritius, Shri Anurag Srivastav. With that, I invite Foreign Secretary to give his opening remarks to the media on the ongoing state visit. Sir.
Thank you. धन्यवाद रणधीर। नमस्कार। मॉरिशस के माननीय प्रधानमंत्री डॉक्टर नवीन चंद्र रामगुलाम की जो राजकीय यात्रा भारत में चल रही है, उसके बारे में आपसे कुछ विवरण साझा करना चाहूँगा। और यात्रा की जो रूपरेखा है, जो प्रमुख कार्यक्रम हैं और प्रमुख निष्कर्ष इससे निकले हैं, उनका संक्षेप में वर्णन करूंगा और अगर आपके कुछ प्रश्न हो उनका उत्तर देने का प्रयास करूंगा। मॉरिशस के प्रधानमंत्री जी की जो ये यात्रा है वो 9 सितंबर को शुरू हुई है। वो 8 दिन की राजकीय यात्रा पे भारत में हैं। उनके साथ उनकी पत्नी श्रीमती वीना रामगुलाम, उनके कैबिनेट के 6 मंत्री और मॉरिशस सरकार के वरिष्ठ अधिकारी और साथ साथ एक व्यावसायिक प्रतिनिधि मंडल भी उनके साथ है। 9 सितंबर को ये प्रतिनिधि मंडल प्रधानमंत्री जी के साथ मुंबई पहुंचा। 10 सितंबर को यानी कल मुंबई शहर में वे उद्योग जगत के कुछ प्रमुख नेताओं से मिले। एक व्यावसायिक कार्यक्रम की उन्होंने अध्यक्षता भी की। आज वाराणसी में प्रधानमंत्री जी की बैठक हुई प्रधानमंत्री जी श्री नरेंद्र मोदी के साथ। आज की जो बैठक हुई उसके अलावा ये जो 8 दिन की यात्रा है, इसके दौरान डॉक्टर रामगुलाम अयोध्या में राम मंदिर जाएंगे, तिरुपति भी यात्रा करेंगे और इसके पश्चात नई दिल्ली आएंगे, जहां पे यात्रा समाप्त होगी। नई दिल्ली में वे महामहिम राष्ट्रपति जी से मुलाकात करेंगे और राजघाट जाकर महात्मा गांधी को श्रद्धांजलि देंगे। 16 सितंबर को ये यात्रा समाप्त होगी। जैसा आपको मालूम है, ये प्रतिनिधि मंडल प्रधानमंत्री रामगुलाम के साथ कल शाम को वाराणसी पहुंचा। आज सवेरे दोनों प्रधानमंत्रियों के बीच बैठक हुई। उसमें एक निजी बैठक जहां सिर्फ दोनों प्रधानमंत्री मौजूद थे, वो बैठक हुई और उसके बाद दोनों प्रधानमंत्री अपने अपने शिष्टमंडलों के साथ बैठ के उन्होंने व्यापक चर्चा की सभी द्विपक्षीय मुद्दों पे। प्रधानमंत्री डॉक्टर रामगुलाम के सम्मान में प्रधानमंत्री मोदी ने भी उनके सम्मान में एक भोज दिया। आज शाम को प्रधानमंत्री डॉक्टर रामगुलाम जो काशी नगरी की एक प्रतिष्ठित गंगा आरती है, जो यहाँ इस नगरी की सभ्यता का एक प्रतीक है, उसके साक्षी बनेंगे। आज रात को उत्तर प्रदेश की महामहिम राज्यपाल प्रधानमंत्री रामगुलाम और उनके प्रतिनिधि मंडल के सम्मान में रात्रि भोज देंगी और आज दिन में ही प्रधानमंत्री रामगुलाम काशी विश्वनाथ मंदिर में भी प्रार्थना करेंगे। आप सबको हो सकता है जानकारी हो कि प्रधानमंत्री का पदभार संभालने के बाद, जो पिछले नवंबर 2024 में हुआ, उसके बाद ये प्रधानमंत्री रामगुलाम की पहली द्विपक्षीय यात्रा है किसी भी देश में और उनके वर्तमान कार्यकाल में ये उनकी भारत की पहली यात्रा है। इससे पहले वो करीब एक दशक से थोड़ा पहले 2014 में प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी की पहली टर्म के पदभार ग्रहण के समारोह में शामिल होने के लिए यहाँ पे आए थे। आज की जो यात्रा है, ये प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जब मार्च के महीने में, इसी साल मार्च के महीने में मॉरिशस गए थे, वहाँ उनके राष्ट्रीय दिवस समारोह में मुख्य अतिथि के रूप में, तो ये उसके बाद एक तरह से ये रिटर्न विजिट आज की यात्रा उस तरह से भी देखी जा सकती है। नवंबर 2024 में चुनाव जीतने के बाद प्रधानमंत्री रामगुलाम और प्रधानमंत्री मोदी दोनों के बीच नियमित रूप से संवाद बना हुआ है। Let me also say a few words about the overall relationship between India and Mauritius and its place in India's overall policy framework. Mauritius is an integral part of India's neighborhood first policy and our vision Mahasagar, which is mutual and holistic advancement for security and growth across regions. It is also a very important part, Mauritius, of our commitment to the global South. This is a unique relationship. It is rooted in cultural, civilizational, linguistic, and ethnic bonds. It's underpinned by very, very close people-to-people relations, growing trade, economic, financial, and investment ties, and a very, very substantive developmental partnership between the two countries. India has traditionally been a first responder and a net security provider in the Indian Ocean region, and Mauritius is no exception to that. So whether it be the COVID-19 pandemic, the Wakashio oil spill, or Cyclone Chido in December last year, India has always been first on the scene with relief efforts. Today, this is a partnership that has evolved in diverse areas, including development cooperation, capacity building, maritime security, science and technology initiatives, educational exchanges, healthcare development. And evidence of this is to be seen in the number of memoranda of understanding and agreements that were signed earlier today and exchanged between the two sides earlier today. During Prime Minister Modi's visit to Mauritius earlier this year, the relationship was elevated to the level of an enhanced strategic partnership, which is the first such partnership in our neighborhood. Over the past 10 years or so, we have contributed to the development of Mauritius through a mix of small and large development projects and an extensive suite of capacity building and training initiatives. We take great pride in being a valued and trusted partner of Mauritius. As two neighbors in a very important maritime neighborhood, the two countries are also working together to address challenges related to maritime security, piracy, drug trafficking, IUU fishing, and a host of other issues. And the current visit essentially aims to build on this very strong and extensive foundation of relations and charting out new frontiers for our engagement. I want to speak about some of the main outcomes of this visit, and one of the major outcomes of the visit is our decision to offer a special economic package to Mauritius. This is a package that covers multiple elements. It includes the development of the port of Port Louis, development and assistance for surveillance of the Chagos marine protected area, blended financial assistance in the form of grants and lines of credit for major projects, some of which were referred to by the Prime Minister also in his remarks before the press earlier today. These include the Sir Shivsagar Ramgoolam National Hospital, the setting up of an Ayush Center of Excellence, establishing a veterinary school and animal hospital, constructing the air control tower at the SSR International Airport in Port Louis, road and motorway construction, and providing specialized equipment for the port in Port Louis. Besides this, we will also assist Mauritius in augmenting its maritime security and defense preparedness. The package will also contribute to safeguarding the waters around Mauritius and in the broader region, and Government of India will also extend budgetary assistance in the current financial year amounting to $25 million. Let me also share some of the major announcements and other initiatives that have been taken during the ongoing visit. Some of them build on the announcements that were made during the visit of Prime Minister Modi to Mauritius in March 2025. For instance, we have signed an MOU to operationalize our commitment for phase 2 of the high impact community development projects to further enhance the development partnership under a grant of around 96 crore rupees. India had also assured to share capacity building expertise under Mission Karmyogi. Our two sides have agreed to offer the platform and develop civil service capacity building for Mauritius using the Karmyogi platform as a reference. The Department of Science and Technology has signed an agreement with its counterpart in Mauritius to assist the country in preparing a national science and technology strategy and setting up a science and technology directorate in Mauritius. There is also an MOU between the Council for Scientific and Industrial Research, National Institute of Oceanography of India, and the Mauritius Oceanography Institute to foster cooperation and capacity building in the field of oceanography. Another important MOU refers to the energy sector, the power sector cooperation. It will assist Mauritius in securing its energy needs and obviate some of the difficulties it is currently facing in power generation and transmission. For instance, we have decided to jointly develop a 17.5 megawatt floating solar power plant in Mauritius. The space sector is an important area of cooperation between the two countries, and we have put in place a new MOU on telemetry, tracking and command of satellites and launch vehicles. This will also help in satellite navigation, remote sensing and capacity building of Mauritius. We've also expanded our cooperation between various institutes, for instance between IIT Madras and the University of Mauritius, and between the Indian Institute of Plantation Management in Bengaluru and the University of Mauritius. Overall, I would say that the engagements and the outcomes during this visit will enable the India-Mauritius relationship to scale new heights in the coming years and ensure that these ties remain an anchor of stability in the Indian Ocean, and will also help address the challenges that we are seeing emerging in this region. You would all have seen during the press event earlier today, Prime Minister Ramgoolam expressing his appreciation and gratitude for the very warm welcome that he and his delegation have received, and how much he looks forward to the remaining elements of the visit. So let me stop here. If there are any questions, I would be happy to try and answer them. Thank you.
थैंक यू सर। अब हम प्रश्न के लिए तैयार हैं। आप अपने प्रश्न पूछने से पहले अपने नाम और अपने संस्था का नाम जरूर बताएं। कैन वी गो हियर? आयुषी?
Sir, good afternoon. This is Ayushi Agarwal from ANI. Sir, our Prime Minister in his opening remarks also mentioned about trade in local currencies between the two countries. Is there any timeline for that? And also if you can talk about the importance of holding the bilateral meeting in Varanasi this time. Thank you.
संजय जी, कोई सवाल आपके पास? उपेता?
Good afternoon, sir. I'm Upmita from Amar Ujala. You were talking about the maritime operations being shared between the two countries. So do you think a challenge associated with the neighboring countries' situation all over the our neighboring countries?
Sorry, can you repeat the question? I didn't get the first part.
We share a lot of maritime projects with the Mauritius. So do you see any kind of challenges associated with the things, like we have tense situation in our neighboring countries. So do you see any kind of change and requirement associated with the maritime situation?
Sanjay ji, please.
I'm Sudhir from Hindustan Times. Just want to know, both the Prime Minister laid emphasis on taking bilateral relations to new heights. Would you please decode it? What does it mean in fact?
Sorry, decode?
Means, would you like to just you explain? Because already the ties are in good terms.
Okay.
So what does it mean to take to new level, to new heights? And second question is, do let us know, this is request, why Kashi was chosen for this?
Why?
Kashi was chosen for this bilateral meeting. Because usually you people hold meetings, such meetings are held in Delhi. And anything, though I know this is, country to country conversation, but of course, being a resident of Kashi, I would like to know, whether Kashi gets anything specific from this meeting. Anyway, because, Banarsi saris are exported, so many things are exported from here to Mauritius. And what we can get from Mauritius and how this, the things, artifacts may help further.
संजय जी,
भारत और मॉरिशस के बीच बहुत सारे भावनात्मक संबंध है, बहुत पुराना संबंध है और सांस्कृतिक रूप से भी। और चूँकि मॉरिशस में हमारे गिरमिटिया मजदूर गए, वहाँ की राजनीति, वहाँ के समाज, वहाँ की संस्कृति, वहाँ की आर्थिक धारा को उन्होंने गहरे प्रभावित किया। और मतलब लंबे समय से हम मॉरिशस को एक तरह से मानते हैं कि हमारा उनका भावनात्मक और सांस्कृतिक संबंध बहुत गहरा है। आपने कहा कि अभी आज का जो समझौता हुआ है, आज की जो बातचीत हुई है, उसने एक नया आयाम दिया है, एक बहुत बड़ा हाइट दिया है। थोड़ा इसे ज़्यादा और ठीक से एक्सप्लेन करने की ज़रूरत है।
ठीक। So I think on the Ayushi's question on trade in local currencies, this is something on which an understanding has already been arrived at, but now at this stage there are discussions going on between the central banks of the two countries, because the appropriate accounts, the Nostro and Vostro accounts have to be opened up in the banks. So the central banks on the two sides are discussing the technical aspects, and we expect that the understanding on trade in local currencies will be made operational very soon as the operational issues are dealt with. You, I think, also had a question on, as I think did several others, on the visit to Kashi. Look, I would say that, I would start by saying that the Prime Minister has long emphasized on the need to take foreign policy out of Delhi and the need to take diplomacy out of Delhi. Because we are talking about the foreign policy not of Delhi, not of one particular city, but the foreign policy of the country. And our foreign policy and our diplomacy stem from and belong to the entire country. And it's only right that international events, including events such as summit meetings, are held in other cities other than Delhi. We have had presence of international leaders in other cities in India, in other centers in India, and perhaps we may not have had standalone bilateral visits in many different parts of the country, but it is something that has been very close to the Prime Minister's heart. He has underlined this issue for some time, and I think this is a manifestation of that for him to want to see a visit such as this take place in a different part of the country. And I think partly this question that you have asked, Sanjay ji, आपका जो प्रश्न था, एक तरह से आपने इस प्रश्न का उत्तर भी अपने प्रश्न में ही दे दिया कि जो एक तरह से सांस्कृतिक नाता जो गिरमिटिया लोगों का इन देशों से है, मॉरिशस एक देश है लेकिन कई और देश हैं दुनिया भर में जहाँ पे भारत से गिरमिटिया गए थे और अब उन्होंने उन देशों को अपना घर बना लिया है, लेकिन जो रिश्ता है, जो नाता है, वो अभी भी बना हुआ है और अलग अलग प्रणालियों के द्वारा हम उस रिश्ते को एक तरह से बनाए रखे हैं। प्रवासी भारतीय दिवस होता है तो उसमें उन रिश्तों के बारे में बातचीत होती है और कई और ऐलान किए गए हैं जिनसे ये आगे बढ़ेगा। और आपको मुझसे अधिक जानकारी होगी कि भारत देश का ये इलाका जो है जहाँ पे हम अभी हैं, इस इलाके का जो एक तरह से इसकी कंट्रीब्यूशन थी, जो यहाँ से लोग गए थे, वो कितना गहरा है, वो नाता कितना गहरा है और खासकर मॉरिशस से कितना गहरा नाता है। प्रधानमंत्री रामगुलाम का उससे पर्सनल जो एक नाता है, एक रिलेशनशिप है, वो भी अपनी कहानी खुद ही सुनाता है। सो आई थिंक देयर इज a certain logic to why this visit now at this place, but in the broader context, as I said also, it is an issue of wanting to in a sense socialize foreign policy beyond the narrow confines of Delhi. On this other question related to the maritime projects and in the context of challenges, look, we are seeing increasing challenges in the Indian Ocean and especially in the southwestern Indian Ocean region where Mauritius is located. Problems such as terrorism, trafficking, whether it is contraband, human trafficking, gun running, etc. I referred to illegal, unregulated and unreported fishing as well, which is a huge challenge and a huge cost that many countries have to pay that are enormously dependent on maritime resources. So the maritime security cooperation between India and Mauritius is aimed at addressing lots of these challenges. How we will contribute to Mauritius's capacity building, to topping up or help build up the capacities that they need in terms of equipment, in terms of platforms, in terms of human resources, both the provision of human resources as well as the training of human resources. All of these will get discussed in that. I referred to in the outcomes related to the visit in the special economic package that there will be the assistance and development in the surveillance of the Chagos marine protected area. As you would have heard Prime Minister Ramgoolam say himself during the press conference on as a result of the Chagos treaty between Mauritius and UK, Mauritius now has a much larger exclusive economic zone in which to protect and secure its interests. And India is, I would imagine, a preferred partner in this pursuit, and we look forward to assisting Mauritius in facing up to all these challenges that I mentioned that will be there in that area. A question was posed about what is special about the visit and how, what are the new heights that it goes to. Well, maybe I think the answer is really in the substantive content of the visit, and it may not have been detailed in the statements, but I think you will find this on the website of the Ministry of External Affairs, all the joint announcements. But if I can quickly run through it, and you will see the substance, that is why this is going to be an enhanced partnership. For instance, the special economic package. It has 4 separate elements. The first element relates to projects and assistance that will be undertaken on grant basis. So almost $215 million worth of projects will be undertaken on the basis of grants. This relates to the Sir Mahasagar Ramgoolam National Hospital, the Ayush Center of Excellence, the Veterinary School and Animal Hospital, and the provision of helicopters to again help Mauritius with various law enforcement and surveillance duties. The second element is projects and assistance that will be undertaken on grant cum line of credit basis, and this is to an extent of $440 million. Under this, we are looking at projects related to the air traffic control tower at the International Airport in Port Louis, the development of motorways and roads, and the acquisition of port equipment by the operator at Mauritius, the Premier Mauritius Port. The third element is the redevelopment and restructuring of the port of Port Louis. Now, this is going to be a very large project. Obviously, the elements of the project will have to be studied in detail, but this is a strategic project considering the location and the situation of Mauritius. And the second part of this third element is the assistance in development and surveillance of the Chagos marine protected area. This is very significant because, as I said in my answer to the earlier question, following the Mauritius-UK Chagos Treaty, Mauritius's EEZ has expanded manifold. It has many more responsibilities now. It needs maritime resources, and in order to be able to fully develop and exploit those resources, it will need assistance. And as I said, India is a partner, a preferred partner in providing that assistance. And fourthly and finally, as part of the special economic package, is the budgetary assistance that India has announced as a special measure in the current financial year for Mauritius. In addition to those, there are a number of other announcements, the agreements and MOUs that have been signed, which the details have already been made available. But content-wise, this is the results of this relationship. The content in this certainly does bear out the point that I was making about this being an elevated and enhanced relationship. Keep in mind also the fact that this is the first visit of Prime Minister Ramgoolam after taking over his current responsibilities in November 2024, and therefore we need to also demonstrate what it is that we are able and willing to do in continuing our traditional friendship with Mauritius. Yeah, I think you had a question on what does Kashi get out of this. I mean, I take the point about Banarsi sarees getting exported in any case, and but I would imagine that you know, you get on many more television screens and many more eyeballs get directed towards Kashi, and that is all to the good for tourism business in this part of the country.
If we do not have, oh, okay, please. Akshay, you also have a question? जी, मैं नाम अपना जरूर बताएं और
मैं रजनीश त्रिपाठी हिंदुस्तान से। मेरा प्रश्न मॉरिशस के उच्चायुक्त से जुड़ा हुआ होगा। मैं ये जानना चाहता हूँ कि डॉक्टर रामगुलाम एक सप्ताह से ज़्यादा की यात्रा पर है भारत के, काशी तक आए। उनका जो पैतृक स्थान है यहाँ से लगभग 150 किलोमीटर के आसपास भोजपुर में, क्या आपसे चर्चा के दौरान कभी उनकी जिज्ञासा हुई कि वो अपने पितृ स्थान तक जाएं? पितृपक्ष भी चल रहा है, और क्या उनके मन में ऐसी इच्छा हुई? एक भावनात्मक प्रश्न है विदेश मंत्रालय से इतर।
मेरे विचार में इस प्रश्न का उत्तर शायद मॉरिशस शिष्टमंडल के जो प्रतिनिधि हैं वो बेहतर दे सकते हैं मुझसे। जैसा कि आप जानते हैं, जब इस तरह की यात्रा के बारे में एक योजना बनाई जाती है तो ये जो हमारे अतिथि होते हैं ये उन पे छोड़ा जाता है कि वो क्या क्या करना चाहते हैं, कहाँ कहाँ जाना चाहते हैं। उनके और हमारे बीच में जो बातचीत हुई हो वो दूसरी चीज़ है, लेकिन ये जो कार्यक्रम बना है ये उनके कहने पे और उनके सुझाव से बना है। आपकी बात सही है कि जो मैं पहले भी कह रहा था कि प्रधानमंत्री रामगुलाम का इस इलाके से एक बहुत ही स्पेशल एक संबंध है, और आज भोजन के समय पे जो बातचीत हो रही थी उसमें ये भी सुनने में आया कि कुछ साल पहले जब उनकी मेरे विचार में शायद उनकी माताजी का देहांत हुआ था, माताजी का या पिताजी का, पिताजी का देहांत हुआ था, तो वहाँ वो यहाँ पे आए थे, अस्थि विसर्जन के लिए आए थे, और उनको याद है उस यात्रा के बारे में। लेकिन उन्होंने और क्या कुछ करना चाहा हो इसके बारे में मेरे विचार में शायद मॉरिशस का उच्चायुक्त आपको और जानकारी दे पाएंगे।
With that, ladies and gentlemen, we come to the close of this press briefing.